Hey, what's going on? I want to show everybody my 55-gallon freshwater aquarium. So let's take a look at what I got. It is semi-aggressive community with tiger barbs. I've got a pair of Pictus catfish. There are 8 total tiger barbs, 3 fire mouths, 1 full grown, I would say mid-size, probably not done growing. Got a few more inches left to go. I got a baby fire mouth and like a juvenile fire mouth. There's a Plecostomus in here, which he will, if I can ever dig him out, needs to be rehomed because he's about 5 to 6 inches. And he hangs out usually in this log right here. All these are cichlid stones. Oh, there's a coolioch too. Yay. So I would say total there's about 15 fish in here. Maybe 17. So it's pretty heavily stocked. But it's planted, but not really. It's planted with Amazon. Oh, there's a red-tailed shark too. It's planted with Amazon swords. At one time, this was a Dustin's Dirty tank with better lights on it, and I had a lot of fast-growing stem plants. And over time, I just got bored with it. I wanted to do hardscape, and all these Amazon swords originally came from a single sword that I kept and separated it 1, 2, 3, at least 4 or 5 times. That was the original mother sword. There's a little piece of Java fern right there. Hi. All right. So anyway, over time, the dirt got all kicked up. The cap got all disturbed, and the dirt bed essentially disappeared, if that makes sense. I don't know if anybody's ever had this happen to them. This tank is well over 5 years. I would say going on its 6th year. It's very well established. The dirt's gone, and it's there if you mix it up, but it's almost like years of water changes and years of I'm a big mechanical filtration guy. It's almost like I just pulled a majority of the dirt out of the aquarium. I gotta stop saying on my video. All right, so let's take a look at some of the cool things I've built for this. This was a retired protein skimmer, which I gotta turn that around so you don't see the label. No reason, I just thought I don't like the look of an airstone. So as you can see, the bubbles actually go behind this filter, so you don't actually see them from the front. And if I can get maybe another, I gotta hide that a little better, but that was the idea behind that. There's a second retired protein skimmer that came off my 75-gallon reef aquarium, which is defunct now. So I'm like, hey, I got this protein skimmer. It doesn't actually function like a protein skimmer, but it's kind of cool because I don't want to pull this apart. Maybe I'll make a second video about that. You can see the water coming through, and I stuck a piece of poly filter, which is awesome. I love poly filter. It's like my favorite thing. And the water just flows over it, trickles down, and it's like a little sump up here, but it's overhead. So that's pretty cool. This center column, which looks like an overflow, is actually a 3rd retired protein skimmer. And let's see if we can get a better look at that. And that is full of coldness and halex, and maybe some biomotion. I think most of the biomotion over time got clogged up and deteriorated and is actually just in the bottom of the filter. And then up top, I have some live rock from my reef. No reason. There's actually Java moss and I think a piece of maybe a nubius. I don't know. Something's growing up there, like a little, you know, it's a little. Shit, I drank last night. My brain's not working. All right, so let's see. I don't know if you can even see that. We'll do it. We'll do a second video on that. Pre-filter usually gets squeezed once a week, and my runoff actually goes into like another little homemade filter. No reason. Probably doesn't do anything. I just like to do stuff like that. Here's a better look. That. And let's look at my biomedia. This is what does the job here. We've got, of course, the sponge. Actually, before this, the water runs through the pre-filter into here. It's a little bag of carbon. I don't know if it actually does anything in there. Probably not enough flow, but you know, water definitely does at some point pass through this little chamber, goes underneath, through the sponge, and then into the marine pure balls, which has a massive surface area. Above that, it goes into the biohome media. And I think there might actually be some CChem matrix as well floating in there somewhere. And then comes out the top. This I can open up. So that's what that looks like. There's some coldness in there too. You know, Helex floating. I guess every little bit of filtration helps, right? And I'm just gonna put this back on, because I'm a dweeb. All right, there we go. Now let's take a look at the back of the protein skimmer. I have basically half of the AquaClear 110 sponge. The protein skimmer basically generates extra bubbles through the Venturi. I think that's what they call it. And then it's going through more biohome media, not the biohome, marine pure. And then I have some of these. You can find these on eBay, these little plastic bio balls. They're like really generic bio balls, but they do the job. You can always upgrade to a couple of better ones I'm aware of. And yeah, that's it. So, oh, this old Tetra pump that runs the coldness filter.